Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I'll let it begin by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHEM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHEM, YAHAWAHAWAH. Our double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, to all the dedicated brothers out there that's giving their due diligence to serving Yahweh through his only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI, in sincerity and truth. All right, again, I'd like to say Shalom. All right, today's topic I'd like to touch on exactly why. This is exactly why we need grace, pretty much, right? Because the topic was exactly why, but I believe a proper name for it would be, this is exactly why we need grace. And ultimately because we're not perfect, man, right? We're not perfect in the flesh, and we're never going to be perfect in the flesh. If so, then Yahawashi would have never had to die on the cross for us, right? This is exactly why we need grace, why we need Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is because of the mistakes that we make. Right, I say that because there be times where you do things, right, without even understanding that what you're doing is wrong, pretty much. Or even though you understand, it seems like you can't help it but to do it. You know, it's like, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is in control of all of us, and it's ultimately to humble us down, to really do more. The Yahweh Shem Yahushua constantly shows us our flaws, right? He points out our flaws. Me personally, I dealt with something a few days ago, and it was, just certain things, brothers discern for themselves, and it's ultimately to make you a better individual, man. Depending how you take it, it's either gonna make you better, or it's gonna make you, a bug out. You thinking, these demons, is uncontrollable, whatever, man, whatever an individual goes through. I know every brother's different. They all got their measures of faith. But if you're not fully grounded and fully built and believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua is in full control, then you're going to bug out. You are going to bug out, and you're going to feel like there's no win in this fight. There's no win in the fight of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why you got to submit it. All right? But topic being, this is exactly why we need grace. So like always, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right, I'm going to get straight to it. Let me bring out a scripture when I say that you're not going to win that fight. Ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahushua controls your spirit, right? It's the book of Ecclesiastes 8 and... Is it 8? Or is it 10? It's 8. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 8 verse 8. Right? There is no man that has power over the spirit to retain the spirit. Neither has he power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war. Neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. But the point is, nobody has power over the spirit, man. And you're not going to win in that war, whether you want to, in the war of you wanting to give up your spirit, or you wanting to stay alive, you want to do this and do that, trying to resist the spirit. There's no winning that. There's no winning that war where you want to resist the spirit to do something, to do that. You're not going to be, if the spirit has you doing something, that's why you got to feed the spirit in righteousness, right? And ultimately, it's up to Yahweh Shem Yahushua if you're going to step into the light anyways. And once you step in that light, you're supposed to do everything you can to keep feeding the spirit of doing right. If not, a different spirit might enter into you, and and you're gonna be doing some wacko shit, or some bugged out shit, or some shit of the world. Next, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua would depart. And that's the scariest part about it, right? Where Yahweh Shem Yahushua could give you a taste of truth and take it all the way, strip it from you, take it all the way out of you, man. All right, that's one of brothers' most fear. And, King David made a prayer of that for a reason. All right, but again, this is why we need grace, because brothers, we're far from perfect, man. Right? We are far from perfect. Let me see. This is the book of 2 Ezra 7. I believe there's one in here too, right? I have to read it. All right, 2 Ezra 7 verse. I believe it's in Sirach. There's no righteous. I believe there is one in Sirach. Salakia. So like y'all can bear with me. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. You know, as always, you know, most of my lessons are through the spirit, as I know all brothers mostly. But let me just go ahead. Dang. I believe this is the one right here. This could be something. Not it is. It's the book of Sirach 18 verse 2. Right? The odd one only is righteous, and there is none other but he. YAHAWAH Shem Yahushua is the only beings in the universe that is 100%, 144% righteous, man. Nobody else is righteous, period. And when you say righteous, I mean somebody is walking in full order, man. I say that because you're going to make mistakes, right? Brothers make mistakes, man. And whether you look at it a mistake or not, you know, when you regret things, you know, you got a conscience, man. You do things and you be like, man, why did I do that? Why am I put in a position to do that? Ultimately, because I got to bring it out now. Romans, was that Romans 8? This is the book of Romans chapter 8, verse, is it 19? Let me see real quick. 20. It's the book of Romans 8 and 20. For the creature was made subject to vanity, and we are the creatures, right? For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who has subjected the same in hope. But the point is, a lot of things that we do are not willingly, is done just through, you know, through order. You know, this is how the Heavenly Father wanted it to be done. Ultimately, those that's in the right spirit is going to look at the things that they did wrong. They're going to feel bad about it, and they're going to they're going to want to do better. They're going to pray to YAHAWAH Shem Yahushua and ask for the strength to do better, right? But for those that don't care, they're just going to continue on. They're going to continue on being a demon and not going to care about it. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 9. This verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. The wicked, they're going to be put in a position that could just continue on. They're not really going to understand. They're not going to care. They're just going to continue on in their folly. But those that's made right, those that's purified with this truth, they're going to be tried. They're going to be put to the test to see what you really want to do. Do you want to give up now? So YAHAWAH Shem Yahushua is always going to do that. He's going to throw you and put you in a position and see what you're going to do now. Well, what you going to do now? What you going to do now? You know, and it's like, man, you know, you just got to remember, you just got to believe, right? The gist of that is you just have to believe and understand that YAHAWAH Shem Yahushua knows what he's doing. And it's ultimately, you're really put in this position right here. This is the book of Jude 1. Right, Jude 1 verse. Where is it at? Oh, yeah, verse 23, Salaki. Jude 1 and 23. And others say by fear, pulling them out of the fire. This is the point. Hating even the garment spotted by the flesh. Right? So any spots, any flesh that's seen through that garment, man, you know, those are the things that you hate. Things that's not covered. You're supposed to hate that, man. Right? You're supposed to be, you're supposed to be saved. You're going to be saved through fear, man. Right? You're going to be saved through others saved with fear. Pull them out of the fire, pulling you out of what? Sin. You know, the destruction, man, that's going to be caused by sinning, right? Hating even the garment spotted by the flesh, meaning hating your ways, your old ways, ultimately, right? Because you're supposed to put on a new garment, right? An all white garment, a pure garment, right? And you're by you attempting to do so, you're getting rid of bad habits, things that you know that ain't right, that ain't acceptable. YAHAWAH Shem Yahushua. And when you go through certain things that's not pleasing with the Lord, you know, you're supposed to check that. You're supposed to check yourself, man. You're supposed to acknowledge where you went wrong and why you did it, and ask for forgiveness and ask Yahawah Shem Yahushua to give you the spirit to be able to be better and do better, man. That's the whole thing about it, man. Yahawah Shem Yahushua is our Father, man. He knows your intent. He knows your heart. He knows your mind. He knows what you're about. Don't just do things and act like it's not a big deal, man. You're supposed to be like, man, why the fuck? And feel real ashamed about it, man. Right? And Yahawah Shem Yahushua is going to be like, okay, good. You know? This is why we need grace, man. Right? Because we're put in a position to fuck up. For individuals that act like they don't need Yahawashi, you're full of it, man. You're full of it and you're not going to make it far. Period. Because again, how we're set up, we're born into sin. Right? The scripture's talking about we're born into trouble. What does that mean? Right? Let me see if I can find that. There's a few of them in Job. This is the book of Job 14:1. Man that is born of a woman is of a few days, because obviously we don't live too long, and full of trouble, right? So when you're born, you're literally born into trouble. You're born into sin. You're born into going off, right? But in the kingdom, we're not going to be in that position. The law, statutes, and judgment is going to be in our inward parts, where everything that we do is going to be approved by Yahawah Shem Yahushua, because ultimately we are going to be in order in the kingdom. Period. We're going to be what you would deem as robots, things that's programmed to just do everything right, no matter what it is. And that's beautiful, because when brothers go off, it's a very shameful thing, an embarrassing thing, and something that we regret almost instantly, man. And that's a good thing. Don't look at it as that, oh man, why? No, you're supposed to hate. You're supposed to hate wickedness, man. Hate evil and hate, letting Yahawah Shem Yahushua down, man. That shows that you're in the right spirit. It shows that you want to serve him and that you want to get it right. You want to perfect it. That you only want the best for Yahawah Shem Yahushua when it comes down to your sacrifice. Right? Again, we are never going to be perfect, but we're going to attempt it. We're going to attempt to do right as best as we can, man. Right? Again, that's why we need Yahawashi, man. Right? For those that don't want to believe in Yahawashi, again, you're full of shit. Yahawah Shem Yahushua is going to show you, man. Right? He's going to show you in the end when you call on him. Right? He's going to say, get away from me, you workers of iniquity. Right? This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon 13:1. Surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of Yahawah Shem Yahushua, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is. Neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the work master. The point is, by nature, Jake is in vain. Right? Especially, this is going into because they didn't, fully serve Yahawah Shem Yahushua, didn't understand Yahawah Shem Yahushua. But in general, we was just created that way. Right? We was created to go off. Right? We was, as I brought out in the book of Romans 8, man, we was created to go off, man. Right? Understanding these things, you're supposed to be fasting, you're supposed to be praying, man. Right? And that's, even though that's not everything, it helps a lot. Right? You got to believe and ask for more help. Right? You just got to keep knocking at the door, Yahawah Shem Yahushua, man. And never give up. Never let up. Don't give Yahawah Shem Yahushua any rest. We got to be like that, because best believe you don't want to get left behind here, man. Yahawah Shem Yahushua is getting ready to make a coming. And when he does, you want him to know who you are and to know your works, which he is already going to know your works, but you want to, point being, you want to be favored by him. That's really what I'm trying to say. You want to be favored by Yahawah Shem Yahushua, because those that's favored is going to get a different treatment than everybody else. That different treatment is you being offered to get into that chariots. You being offered a hedge of protection. You being offered food when it's scarce in the world. You're going to be treated special. Right? But it's going to take effort. It's going to take a fight. right? Nothing comes free, especially the best things in life. The best things in life more than likely comes with a fight, with a struggle. Same thing with this truth, man. Don't think you're just gonna get in the kingdom, man. Don't think it's just gonna come easy. All right, it's gonna take a lot of ups and downs, highs and lows, man. All right, you're gonna be taking a lot of losses, man. Just expect that. Expect to lose everything. Matter of fact, your family, man, your kids, your land, your cattle, everything that you believe, anything that's in value, right? Just expect it to happen. Just expect, if you leave it, then good. If you are able to, survive Jacob's trouble and you with your family and kids, good. But more than likely, man, we gonna have to fight for this. It's the book of Romans chapter 7, verse 14. Right, for we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin, because what we're in this fleshly bodies that's subject to the world. Right? For that which I do, I allow not. The things that we do, we don't even want to do it. Right? Having certain thoughts, certain attitudes, even amongst each other, even amongst brothers, things that probably you shouldn't even be saying, just thoughts that you ain't even supposed to be having, man. But because we're in his flesh, we have it, and Satan is attacking you. He's full-blown attacking Jake right now, man. You know why? Because we're in that year that, things could really go up. We're going to be tried, man. And the Passover is coming up, so it's a full-on battle. Right? For that which I do, I'll allow not. For what I would, that I do not. Right? The things that I should be doing, or the things that I really want to do in that situation, I'm not performing it right now because I don't want to. It's because, you're so, if you get in an argument, the argument might be so heated, or you're feeling some way about something that's blocking you. And it's all just done in the spirit. Again, it's all set up so you can learn from it. Right? And ask YAHAWASHI for help. And it's, if you're able to fix that, you go bond with that individual that you had an argument with. Right? It's all set up this way, man. You can't, I remember the elder from North Carolina, right? He said, he was saying, nobody really do anything wrong, right? He said it in a way, he said that, everything, because, I don't know, I think he was using this for church, or I forgot. It's been a while since he said it, but he said nobody actually does anything wrong, because we're all only doing what YAHAWASHI sets us up to do. And I remember a few times I'd be at church, I'd be like, man, why did I engage that way, or said it that way, or this or that? But ultimately, and if you watch that, and if you watch that video, that you think that would, it came out perfectly. We're set up how YAHAWASHI wants us to set up. Of course, we want to do better, especially in life. Jake gets in arguments and do this and do that. Of course, we want to do better, but Most High got you doing what He got you doing what He wants you to do, man. And just be thankful that you're in the truth, right? And that you actually care when you go off or do something, wrong, right? Because it shows character. It shows where your heart and mind is at. Yeah, we want to, we still gonna pray. We're still not gonna accept, doing wrong. But just, don't kill yourself and beat yourself up and think your ass is wicked, man. Just keep praying and asking for, to make better decisions, to be a better man, to be able to serve YAHAWASHI correctly. Because the last thing that we want to do is offend a little one that believe in YAHAWASHI. Read this again, verse 15. For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that I do not. But what I hate, that I do. Right? You hate being put in a position to argue with a brother, or get in a position to just, do anything that you think that's offensive towards a brother, or just in general that it's not accepted by YAHAWASHI. Right? If then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that it is good. Now then it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. For I know that in me, that is, in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. For to the will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good I found not. But the point is, this flesh is set up for this world, man. The scripture's talking about the flesh is weak, but the spirit is indeed willing, man. We need to keep feeding the spirit and pay attention to our spirit and build our spirit, so we know how to rule our spirit. Sometimes when brothers get mad or do this and do that, there's ways to manage it. But again, it's gonna take more than just your will and you believing that you could. It's gonna take you and YAHAWASHI, man. It's gonna take you asking in prayer and meditation and strength and practice, man. Right? I don't think you could just up one day and just think, oh, I'm gonna make sure I do it this way. No, YAHAWASHI needs to guide you to do it. Because again, everything is done by YAHAWASHI. Nothing is ever gonna get done without his approval. Remember that. All right, but again, this is why we need grace. Because without YAHAWASHI, we're just fucked up out here, man. We're no good. Right? Our righteousness is considered as filthy rags, meaning like a period rag. Right? It's a disgusting thing. We're still not, so it's through the grace and mercy, YAHAWASHI, that we're not consumed, that we're not being left here to die. Because that's really what we deserve. All right? But again, be thankful. Be thankful that you are in the spirit of wanting to serve the Lord and not being in the spirit of, just wanting to do wickedness all the time. Like, wickedness is far from our mind. And when we make these mistakes, it's not like we intentionally make it. It's just in the heat of the moment type deal most of the time. And, sometimes feelings get in the way. You know why? Because the flesh. So, yes, we absolutely need YAHAWASHI. This is exactly why we need him. Because we make mistakes, man. Because if it wasn't for YAHAWASHI, you would have to be perfect in the law. All right? Even though when we make these arguments and things like that, we're not, technically breaking a law, but, it could come close to it. So you're not taking no chances, man. We love and honor this truth, man. And we're very thankful that we're even considered to preach this out of everybody else in the world, man. All right, but I'm gonna end off here. Pretty much the point was made. This is exactly why we need YAHAWASHI, because we're not perfect, right? We're not perfect, and if you left it up to us, if it was left up to us, man, we didn't. None of us will make the cut. None of us will meet that mark, man. All right, but I'm end off here. Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. I'd like to end off by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto YAHAWAH, BaHaShem, YAHAWASHI, BaHaShem, HaWakakwadash. All right, double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Shalom. Shalom.